Greetings, fellow gamers. The next generation of consoles has already started with the Wii U, but let's face it, I hardly care about the Wii U. It's not like the Wii, where before I was intrigued by it because it's this brand new motion thing, and I really wanted to play Super Smash Brawl. That was the only way that you were going to play it if you bought the Wii. But this Wii U, I'm really apathetic towards it. I know there's going to be a new Super Smash Brothers on it, and I'll probably get it at some point, but until it gets confirmed and until I actually see what's going into the game, the Wii U hasn't really reached out to me just yet. I didn't get the Wii at the release date, just a little bit afterwards, but well in advance of Super Smash Bros. So I was ready and prepared for it. I feel a large part of me not really wanting to get the Wii U is down to the fact that there isn't really that many interesting games on it. I mean, sure, it has ZombiU, which I guess it looks a little bit interesting, but it's not going to be the console buyer. It's not going to be something that I buy the console exclusively for. I played a little bit of Eurogamer. It was a little bit difficult. It was a little bit tough, and but that's just the game. What I liked in my consoles is it needs to have a great library. It needs to have a plethora of games before I actually go for it, and that's something I personally feel that the Wii U fails at. So which leaves the PS4 and the Nextbox, the Xbox 720, whatever you want to call it. And the decision is a pretty easy one because I'm going to go for both of them. Maybe not at the same time, which means the question is, which do I buy first? And there's never really an easy answer to this. I mean, in terms of my top consoles at the very end of the generation, it was the Mega Drive, then the PS1, then the PS2, although I really did love the GameCube, and then the Xbox 360, not the PS3. So there's no real pattern for me. I just go with whatever the better console is. And I know you may have picked up that I'm claiming that the Xbox 360 is a better console than the PlayStation 3. Personally, my opinion, but I'm not going to get into any fanboy wars or anything right now. Maybe I will go back for the PS4 for this generation. This generation. But that depends on a lot of things, like the features of the console, the games, etc., etc. The deciding factor for this will really be on the exclusive games each console gets, because right now it seems like the Xbox has my vote because it's going to have Left 4 Dead, Forza, so many other great titles. Not Halo because I don't play Halo, but it was just have so many great titles. Not only that, things that used to be exclusive for the PlayStation, like Tekken or Final Fantasy or Metal Gear Solid, they're coming out to the Xbox. So it's kind of like a situation where I may as well get the Xbox because it will have better exclusive titles and it will have the titles that I want to play on it anyway. There are some titles on the PS4 that I want to play that will be exclusive to it, like God of War, maybe Uncharted Drake's Fortune, which is still sitting there, but I will get round to it at some point. I really will, but yeah, maybe I will buy the PS4 just for those titles, but we'll have to wait and see. There's also some streaming, which I've heard is going to be on the PS4, which also looks quite interesting, so other people will be able to see what you're playing. But again, until I know more of the features of it, then I'm just going to have to wait and see just exactly what console has what console has which games, and all that before I actually make a final decision as to what to get first. Right now, it seems like my vote's going for the Xbox 720, Xbox, again, whatever you want to call it. But I will have to wait for May the 21st because that is when Microsoft are planning to bring out the new console, and give you a lot more information about it as to like what it's going to be called and all that. So May 21st, we're gonna have to wait and see. Anyway, that's all for this entry. This is the Silver Assassin signing out. Over and out.